Welcome, great and wonderful people of Biafra, lovers of freedom, people of goodwill, and great freedom fighters. From People's Gazette today, they reported that Tinubu begs Nigerian army to shun coup d'etat plot. It is happening, my people. They are now seeing the signs of a coup. This is just as a result of, the high-handedness, insecurity, poverty, the nose-diving state of the economy and subjugation of the people of Biafra. It is becoming obvious to both Tom, Dick, and Harry of the impending danger in the zoo. President Bola Tinubu on Saturday urged Nigerian army to shun actions that could truncate Nigeria's democracy. The president made this plea at the Diamond Jubilee of the Nigerian Defense Academy, NDA, in Kaduna on Saturday. According to his spokesperson, Ajuri Ngelela, I urge you to continue to play your constitutional role of safeguarding the territorial integrity of Nigeria, our fatherland, said Mr. Tinubu. The presidential plea to the Nigerian army to shun actions that are capable of truncating democracy comes as the continent witnessed a series of coup d'etats. In the past 3 years, several African countries such as Mali, Burkina Faso, Guinea, Sudan, and most recently Niger Republic and Gabon have been controlled by military juntas who cited corruption, insecurity, and increased poverty as the basis for the takeover from democratic governments. My people, this is happening because of the level of insecurity. It has gotten to a new high level. The level of hunger, the depreciation of the Nigerian naira, the depreciation and the nosediving of the economy, the unavailability of good jobs, the bad roads, the bad electricity supply, the insecurity going on everywhere. There are countless things, the subjugations of the people of Biafra. So many things have culminated into these thoughts and these actions and these publications that you are seeing today. Tinubu begging the Nigerian military to desist from carrying out coup d'etat. May I put it to all of us today that it is very difficult for the Nigerian military to carry out any successful coup again. Why is this so? The military has been infiltrated. The military has been grossly infiltrated. This is one reason. Boko Haram, repented Boko Haram as they claim, most of them have been, shipped into the military, shipped into the police, shipped into several armed carrying wing of the government. And as such, they have their own ideologies, they have their own beliefs, they have their own goals and aspirations. The level of dangerous diversity in this country, the level of subjugation of a particular group of people by the other group of people have also caused this tension between them. And as such, if a Yoruba man is planning coup, the Igbo man may not really be in support and want to sabotage. If the Igbo man is planning coup, the Yoruba or the Hausa will not be in support because they have this tension between them. And as such, you discover that it is very, very, very difficult for any coup to happen in Nigeria. It will not happen. It is very difficult. They will just be planning and be saying, but it is not really possible. If it happens, good. If it doesn't, same good for the people of Biafra, because whether they do the coup they want to do or they do not do the coup, we shall achieve and we shall restore the sovereign state of Biafra, the United States of Biafra. That is the goal, that is the ambition, that is the direction, that is what every Biafran, every true freedom fighter and every indigenous person wants. Freedom, freedom. The ability to take care of yourself, the ability to rule yourself, the ability to respect and see your cultures and traditions as a way of life of people. The insecurity has become so much, and the insecurity is coming from a particular region, the northern side, and they are trying to lord the insecurity over every other person, which is not going to be possible. And as such, people have begun to act, people have begun to make moves to address this issue. Mr. Tinubu has come into power and has seen that Nnamdi Kanu has committed no crime known to law. Instead of him to use a presidential seat and power to call for the release of Nnamdi Kanu, he kept mute. He only released his brother, who is Sunday Igboho, thereby creating more tension and more aggression within the peoples of the nation. And when we continue to tell people that this is not the right way to live, this is not the life you want to live, this way of life does not depict a way of life that represent a people of growth, a people with vision, a people that are industrious like the people of Biafra. We want to live a life with a semblance of dignity, respect, and, rule of law. In this country, you have people who are observing Sharia law and people who are observing the secular law in one country. Is that not the height of stupidity and craziness? We must begin to tell ourselves the truth and nothing but the truth. This also culminated into the fact where Senator Nwoko has continually, advocated for the Nigerian people to bear arms, to carry arms in self-defense. In self-defense. He posted a video of where kidnapping occurred, where some people who plied through the GO were just coming back from Lagos to the southern part of Nigeria, southeastern part of Nigeria, and they were kidnapped on the road. The video you are seeing now is a video of these people who were kidnapped. The driver has been tied and they abandoned a little girl on the road. What kind of insecurity is this? If someone in this vehicle had a gun for self-defense, these people would not have gained entrance to be able to buy the driver and to kidnap so many persons up there as they have done. But it's because the Nigerian people do not have a way of defending themselves. They do not have arms. They are not allowed to bear arms to defend themselves. And that's why you have people, kidnapping at will, people committing crimes at will. It is time people start bearing arms, people start owning arms so that they can be able to defend themselves, since this government cannot defend its people. And these and many more are reasons why we continue to tell our people that this restoration of the sovereign state of Biafra is a goal that must be achieved. How do you cut off all these problems? By creating Biafra. One is that we know where this problem is coming from. We know these people who are importing this insecurity, and we know that they are coming from the north. And so when you create your own country and divide from the north, they will now be restricted from entrance into your own territory. Before they can come into your own territory, they must apply and get visa and get the permission of the government and be scrutinized by the government. And such, they will not be able to commit such crimes. And if they do, they will be completely decimated and sent out, deported from the country immediately. Second, you have people with the same mindset, with the same way of life. People who reason, people who know that these insecurities are not a way of life of people. People who know that hard work pays, people who are industrious. Then you begin to see people go into various forms of, businesses and way of living. And then insecurity, kidnappings, and all these things will drastically drop completely. And those bad eggs that are remaining will be dealt with by the security personnel. This is why we are looking for a new nation, where we can have our say, where we can brainstorm and find a way to reduce insecurity and reduce joblessness to the barest minimum. This is what the people want. Not a country that does not care. Not a country that does not find a way of, giving back to its society. Today you find the government making plans on how to remove whatever benefits they give to the federal institutions and allow the federal institutions to be self-serving, such that these federal institutions will now take care of their bills, take care of their staff. How do they do this? They will now increase tuition fee, increase whatever fee that they can increase to be able to take care of their workers. Then you have this same government increasing taxation, import taxation, and every other taxation has been increased. What do you do with taxpayers' money where the people cannot enjoy any benefit from you? You have also removed subsidy. Everything that the government can do for the people, you have removed them. And then you continue to tax the people and continue to increase tax and continue to tax. I do not know what you have in store for the people. Yet, some people are still fooling themselves. Some people are still claiming that they are in support of this kind of government. How can you be in support of a government that is strangulating you? How can you possibly be supporting a government that wants to see you go back to ground zero? We must wake up and support Simon Ekpa, who is actually doing something. At least we know that the insecurity has drastically reduced in the southeastern and south-southern part of Nigeria, known as Biafra, the Biafran territory. And you know that the men are doing things. You have seen their actions, just as you are seeing on your screen. They will be, because the reason why these military points are being decimated is because, one, when kidnappings and all these insecurities happen, they happen very close to the military point. And when you tell these military people, this is what is happening in a social place, they will tell you it is not within their jurisdiction. A place that is not up to a kilometer away from their point. And ransoms are being dropped close to their point. So what do you make of that? They are in support and they control all these insecurities. And that is why Kuti came out the other day to say that he was opportune to be in the police net, and he discovered that for every form of insecurity, kidnapping, and whatever insecurity that is happening, those in government who are meant to protect you are directly responsible for those insecurities. And as such, you must start to open your eyes and see realities for what they truly are, and support the Prime Minister, Biafra Republic Government in Exile, Ekpa Simon Nwoko. Thank you for listening. Share share this widely to get to everyone who the message of liberation has not really hit, so that this will be a turning point for them all. Thank you. Share, drop your comments, and like as you are coming in. Drop your comments, and let us continue to move and bring you wonderful informations as they drop in and filter into our newsroom. Thank you once more. Biafra first.